As one of the most popular and successful sci-fi gore franchises to debut, Predator has given us its fair share of good and bad films. But the latest one we're about to witness looks as promising as ever, based on the trailer alone. For today's video, we'll be sharing with you all the things you missed while watching the new Prey trailer and everything you need to know about the upcoming film. First up, here's what you need to know about the newest Predator film, Prey. The Predator franchise has been around for 40 years and has produced timeless classics like 1987's Predator, egregiously underestimated sequels like Predator 2, and the occasional dud, The Predator. If you include 2010's watchable but unmemorable Predators, those 35 years of killer aliens have received praise from a lot of critics. The franchise bled a little at times, but they couldn't put an end to it. The good news is that anticipation is skyrocketing for Prey, the fifth and most recent entry in the canon. It's the first Predator movie to be released exclusively on streaming, and based on what we've seen so far, it's going to be a great night in. The trailer features some exquisite visuals and an inventive setting from the 18th century, as well as a new-looking and meaner-than-ever opponent. For starters, what is Prey all about? The film is the first historical Predator film, according to director Dan Trachtenberg, who confirmed this in a recent interview. A group of Comanche Nation warriors follows in the footsteps of Dutch, Dillon, and company in taking on a highly developed alien hunter in this film, which is set 300 years ago on the Great Plains of America. Naru, a skilled but inexperienced Comanche hunter, engages the Predator in a deadly game of cat and mouse. Dan Trachtenberg directed the film and is well known for his work on 10 Cloverfield Lane, so that goes without saying. If the Cloverfield spinoff is any indication, there might be one or two surprises in store. The script was written by Treadstone screenwriter Patrick Asen. The key to making the movie come to life was giving the Comanche a realistic portrayal that would resonate with indigenous peoples. Myers, a renowned director, Sundance Fellow, and Comanche Nation member, is well known for her commitment to films about the Comanche and Blackfeet nations, and her concern for preserving the Native American cultural heritage. Continuing with the details, here's what you need to know about the cast of Prey. Amber Midthunder of the Ice Road plays the character Naru, pronounced Nardu. Since the story is primarily delivered through action rather than conversation, the director added all of the actress's emotion truly comes through in the film. Together with her First Nations co-stars, Midthunder underwent a demanding pre-film training routine. It took a month or two of physical training, according to Trachtenberg, not only to master the combat choreography, but also to learn how to cooperate with the other Comanche hunters. He even referred to the Comanche warriors as the SEAL Team 6 of their day. First Nation actors Cody Big Tobacco, Dakota Beavers, Stormy Kip, Michelle Thrush, Julian Black Antelope Sky Pelletier, Harlan Kutwehat, and Timon Cart also appear in Nardu's fellow Comanches. Dan DiLiegro, a former professional basketball player, is following in the footsteps of Kevin Peter Hall, who dressed up to play the Predator in the 1987 film. When did they conceive the idea for Prey? Prey began development during the production of the prior Predator film titled The Predator, 2018. At the time, Dan Trachtenberg, along with another writer, approached producer John Davis saying that they had an idea that they'd been working on since 2016, which was Prey. Before her resignation in January 2020, the film's development was accelerated by former 20th Century Studios production president Emma Watts. Shortly after, it was conceptualized as an R-rated movie. The movie, which was initially going by the moniker Skulls, was kept under wraps in December 2019. According to reports, the movie would follow a Comanche lady who defies gender expectations and conventions to become a warrior. Patrick Asen wrote the script and Trachtenberg was supposed to direct it. Then, in November 2020, it was revealed that the film with the same production crew under the working title Skulls was actually a fifth Predator installment. It was not anticipated that the events of the previous episode would be related. Trachtenberg stated that the initial marketing strategy for the movie was to avoid mentioning Predators. However, this was no longer possible after the film's inclusion in the franchise was confirmed. The film's director, Dan Trachtenberg, stated that he wanted to return the series to its roots, which are the resourcefulness of a persistent human person who can watch and interpret being able to defeat a greater, more powerful, well-armed force. Aside from the period where the film is taking place, what else is new about this Predator movie? The film's First Nation setting will be honored in a Comanche language dub that will be made available on Disney+, in addition to its groundbreaking casting. It's the first Hollywood film to be released in Comanche, which it is of course also available in English. According to Trachtenberg, dubbing has advanced significantly, which prevents this film from feeling like an old Shaw Brothers kung fu movie, and and in turn provides a whole new level of authenticity. Let's talk about the movie's main villain, the Predator itself. How is he any different from the previous Predators? The new Predator, according to Trachtenberg, features plenty of alterations. He revealed to Time Out in an interview that he wanted the Predator to be more frightening than they had ever experienced it. It's intelligent and it has advanced technology, and that makes it even more difficult to take on, Trachtenberg explained. But because the movie is set 300 years in the past, those things need to feel a little bit older than we've seen before, but also still far more advanced than what we think our Earthlings would be able to handle. To ensure that the head was more proportionate to the body, the filmmaker also gave the merciless hunter-killer from space a new appearance. This new Predator is significantly smaller and less armored than the other one. However, it is still described as hulking and ferocious. Since it will take place in a time where technology isn't available, how will the Comanche warriors fight this Predator? The million-dollar question is how a high-tech intergalactic alien life form can be defeated by warriors from the 18th century. The solution appears in the final reel of Predator, according to Trachtenberg, who compares Prey to underdog classics like Rocky and 300. He noted, "In the ending of the first movie, none of those big guns mattered. Predator's ending was saying all of that other stuff didn't work and this other thing does. And the Comanche were the most badass warriors to walk this land." Even though the first film is thrilling, Trachtenberg doesn't believe the Arnold Schwarzenegger role is someone we can all identify with. The other way to look at it is to see more of yourself in it. How would I respond to danger if it presented itself? The dependable dog, Sari, is another one of Nardu's well-kept secrets. The central characters of the film are Nardu and her dog, according to Trachtenberg, who also called their relationship sort of a riff on Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. But how is Prey connected to Predator? Is there a direct connection between these two? Of course, there is a First Nations connection, as Trachtenberg revealed. Sonny Landham's character, the mercenary Billy Soul, is part Sioux. The director claims that Soul was a significant inspiration for Prey, but won't reveal whether there is a direct relationship with the character and suggested that it's up to the spectators to discover later. He relates how Predator was seen by his buddies, who then tell him about the scene where Billy battles the Predator on a bridge over a waterfall. He wanted to see that movie, but when he watched the film, that wasn't in it. Trachtenberg stated that spiritually, Prey is connected to that moment. Seeing how the film is taking place in the wilderness, where did they film Prey? Alberta in Canada serves as a stand-in for the Midwestern setting of the film. The challenging terrain and unfriendly climate will lend the movie the Revenant-like authenticity, but they also created the Revenant-like shooting circumstances. The filmmaker admitted that the filming was difficult and intense in the same interview. Additionally, he claimed that it was exhausting, especially for him, a man who prefers to watch movies and play video games. But will there be more Predator films after Prey gets released? According to Trachtenberg, there are a lot of innovative ideas for the franchise's potential future. The most daring swings, he continued, excite him the most, and he believes there is still room to try other, previously untried things. So where can we watch this new Prey movie? Prey will be available on Disney Plus and Hulu in different countries, and will start streaming on August 5th. And that's everything you need to know about the new Prey movie. Are you excited about this film's release? Tell us what you're most excited about in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.